I'm a guy that's 24. Each day I build some more. I like episode 7 and episode 8. I'm Rich Boy J. Hello boyos, Rich Boy J here back in with another video, and I just woke up to some pretty shocking news. LEGO Ideas is apparently allowing people to vote for an upcoming LEGO Star Wars UCS set, which, like, as a headline on its own, sounds freaking amazing. Like, fans have been complaining about the monotony of UCS sets getting re-releases, and now we finally have the opportunity to put something on the shelves that we actually really want to see. They're giving us 3 options. We can choose between a UCS Nebulon B frigate, a UCS Republic gunship, and a UCS TIE bomber. I know people are probably almost instinctively just gonna say, oh, Republic gunship, obviously, and I totally get it. Republic gunship is my favorite ship in all of Star Wars. I have no issues seeing more Republic gunships on shelves, but I do want people to think about this a little bit. And like when I first saw this, I'm like, oh, Republic gunship for sure, like that'd be awesome. And then the more I thought about it, the more I kind of figured maybe that's not the best idea for a UCS set. And hear me out on this. So, I mean, this isn't 100% for sure. Like, I can't guarantee this is what will happen, but it certainly seems like whichever one of these sets becomes a UCS set, we're probably not going to get a play set of it anytime soon. Like, I don't anticipate that these sets are like the Millennium Falcon, for example, where LEGO will have a big Falcon, a UCS Falcon on shelves, but still put out smaller Falcons in the meantime, and basically have 2 Falcons on the shelves at the same time. I don't anticipate LEGO's really willing to do that with either of these ships. So then when you look at the ships, you have to think, okay, like, which ones do I want an actual playset of? The Nebulon B frigate, I think, is probably the most obvious choice for being a UCS set, just given the scale, right? Like, the bomber and the gunship are much closer in size than the Nebulon B frigate. So I would say the most obvious choice is maybe going for a UCS Nebulon B frigate, and then potentially leaving the opportunity open for a playset TIE bomber and a playset Republic gunship. The LEGO Ideas website doesn't specify when this set would come out. It just says it's an upcoming UCS set. I can't imagine that they would host a contest like this and put it out anytime like this year. Based on the sizes of these vehicles, I would guess that the UCS set would be the $200 variety, the one that usually comes out on May the 4th. Just kind of looking at the sizes of them, like TIE Bomber for sure would probably be around that size. Republic Gunship could go either way, maybe $250, $300, and maybe same with a Nebulon B frigate. Maybe LEGO would want to just put out a giant, I don't know, $400 Nebulon B frigate if enough people voted for it. But my best guess is this probably would not be like October UCS set that we've had recently, the $800 Falcon, the $350 Imperial City, or the $700 Imperial Star Destroyer. My best guess is this UCS set would probably come out next year on May the 4th. With the Clone Wars coming back, I almost just assumed that we would probably get some sort of Republic gunship on shelves in the next couple of years. But I don't know, I'm kind of hesitant to pick it in this vote just because I don't want to be stuck with an oversized UCS Republic gunship on shelves. I guess the UCS gunship doesn't necessarily have to be larger than minifig scale. That would kind of be my guess, given like the Republic gunships that LEGO have put out have been pretty almost perfectly minifig scale for the most part, and they've stuck around that $120 range for the most part. You have to imagine that if LEGO puts out a UCS gunship, it wouldn't be anything less than $200, which, I mean, $80 extra for more detailed pieces, I could see, but it seems to be pushing it. Like, I can't imagine LEGO would try to resist the temptation of just making a bigger Republic gunship, and I'm not so sure that's what I'd like to see. I don't know, for something that seemed like a pretty obvious choice whenever I first started thinking about it, it's actually not as obvious as I thought it was, but I would definitely love to know your guys' perspective on this. Are you guys fine with getting an oversized Republic gunship on shelves and potentially sacrificing a playset scale Republic gunship? Are you just happy to get a Republic gunship on shelves either way? Am I just totally off on this, or are you guys more interested in seeing a TIE Bomber or Nebulon B frigate on shelves? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. I think that the vote for this will be really telling on just kind of like where the LEGO Star Wars fan base is as a whole for the most part. I would think that the Republic gunship would probably blow the other two out of the water, but I feel like a lot of people have been asking for a UCS Nebulon frigate for a long time, whereas we've gotten Republic gunship sets. At least we have never gotten the frigate as an actual set. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm actually pretty excited to see where the voting goes on this. But that's going to finish up the video, guys. Hope you enjoy checking it out. Go vote. Voting starts on January 30th, I think at like midnight. So make sure you go do that. Let your voices be heard. If you've been complaining about LEGO Star Wars for a while now, this is your opportunity to really show them what direction they ought to be going in. Like, there is a prequel UCS set in the mix, and I mean, if it is an overwhelming majority of votes for the Republic gunship, I'm sure that will send a very clear message to LEGO as to what types of sets they should be making.